Hello everybody, it's Tom and I'm doing another figure review today. I couldn't resist this figure any longer. This is the Marcus Fenix figure from McFarlane Toys, part of their Colored Tops line. So Marcus Fenix from Gears of War 4. I have been trying to keep myself from buying this figure for weeks now, and I just couldn't do it any longer. So I went and got him today. Just a few minutes ago. I'm really pleased with him. Once again, this is a really good effort by McFarlane. He stands about 7 inches tall, and he is just delightful to look at, isn't he? Alright, I'm going to put the camera down here, and we can take a closer look at him. To start off, as usual, got the Colored Tops base here, the name of the game, and some texture there. Nice. And here he is. First things first, I really like his face. Definitely Marcus Fenix there, right? And I don't know about you guys, but to me, he looks like he's just about had enough of all this BS. I think so. There we go, get it focus. See? Looking like a grizzled veteran of war here. Really just screams the character to me. Man, look at this detail. I really like it. And you may have noticed, if you watched my Scott Ryder figure from Mass Effect, then you would have seen that I was really pleased that that figure was able to hold his gun. And once again, I'm very pleased that Marcus can hold his gun here. I'll talk a little bit about the gun in a moment. But I really like all the wrinkles and all the grime that's on this guy. This is one of the best figures I think I've gotten in a long time. Long time. So yeah, I like how he looks. And Articulation, as with the more recent Colored Tops, this is sort of in keeping with the Articulation. McFarlane's slowly getting there with the Articulation. They're not so much statues anymore. His head can turn. Everything is really stiff on this figure, for the most part. His head is quite stiff, but he can turn side to side like you saw there. His arms, you can straighten his elbows out quite a bit. Not completely straight, but pretty much. The shoulders can go up and down. You can hear the joints kind of groaning there and come out a little bit. The elbows can rotate, and then you've got sort of a ratcheted system there on the joints, which I really like. It keeps them tight. So that is a good sort of angle there, so you can accommodate the gun, and then the wrist can move. With the waist, now this is kind of strange. You've got sort of like the standard swivel here. Get some good range of motion there, but I sort of feel like there's another bit of articulation just like right on top of this belt. Ever so slightly, you can sort of get it to move the tiniest bit. I don't know if that's intentional or what, but either way, it doesn't really move. I mean, for the torso, you've pretty much got just this bit here that moves. It seems to turn more that way than the other way. With the legs, same with my Scott Ryder figure. The articulation pretty much stops on the, from the waist down. You've got sort of like these old school upper thigh joints that I really don't like. You can't get the leg to go forward. You can turn it that way a little bit. But that's not really forward. That's just sort of turning it to the side. So both legs are like that. And then on the knees, you can bend a little bit. There's nothing on the boots, which I'm okay with. Man, those boots look really good. I'm just trying to get the camera to focus. I don't know why it keeps going out of focus. I'll need to look into that. So accessories, like I showed you, he's got the base, he's got his gun there, and then he's got this little handgun here, which can come off, and it's got that little peg there. That gun looks okay. I like what they've done with the guns on this figure. They've added some dry brush in there so you can see some of the detail. That fits pretty snugly on there. I don't think I need to worry about that falling off. I'm not going to take this gun out of his hand because it's a really, really tight fit. If you get this figure, I'm going to recommend that you don't try and fit this gun into his hand without heating the hand up first, either with a hairdryer, which is what I did, or using like steam from a kettle, because I think if you don't do that, if you don't soften up the plastic, you're going to break something, either the handle of the gun or you're going to break some fingers off. So yeah, heat it up, but once he's holding it, it looks good. Looks good. Yeah, you can see now on the old NECA figure for Marcus Fenix, they had some blood, sort of on the teeth here, and that's not on this figure, which I don't mind. I didn't mind it on the NECA figure, but this one, the gun looks a little bit cleaner, while still keeping some of the grime, some of the filth of it, you know. I am not good with guns. Is that called a stock? I don't know. But I like how that's brown. Yeah, I like how this isn't just a straight, you know, piece of black plastic. Look at the detail. I mean, just a small little bit of paint application really makes it pop. The scope on mine right here, it's a little bit loose. I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, it kind of looks like I don't know how it was put together, but you know, it's a little bit wobbly. Doesn't really bother me that much though. After this review, I think I'm gonna heat this hand up and get it so he can hold it like that. I didn't do it before the review because I wanted to be able to move the arms around to show you the body. But yeah, this is a really, really good figure. Now, unfortunately, I don't have my NECA Marcus to show you. I mean, that's packed away in storage, so I can't do a comparison, but I know some other reviewers on YouTube have done a comparison with them, so you'll probably just need to check one of them out. But from what it looks like, they are pretty much an exact height. So I'm really excited to get him out of storage, and I can probably put him alongside this Marcus here. But yeah, with a little futzing there, you can probably get him to hold the gun. I mean, he's not holding it there. I'm going to heat it up. It'll look really good, but just from even if you didn't heat it up, I mean, just like that. Yeah, man, that's looking good. So I'm going to put him on his base here. He's got some big feet. I'm really liking these color tops. I mean, my Connor figure from Assassin's Creed 3, that is also in storage. I'm going to have to get him out. But I really like these color tops, especially the video game ones. They have a lot of personality to them, I think. They've got a presence, you know? And these display stands, they're one of the better styles for display stands that I've seen for figures. I mean, oftentimes when a figure comes with a stand like that, it just goes in a storage bin. I don't tend to display them with their bases, but with these ones, they're simple, they're clean, but I don't know, they just give sort of a showy sort of vibe to the figures, and they just look really good together. So yeah, this Marcus Fenix, I would definitely recommend it. I got him for about $20. not a bad deal at all. So with that said, that's my review. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.